Alright guys, welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well. So in today's video, I want to talk about Bitcoin. I want to give you guys an update on what is happening with Bitcoin and of course cryptocurrency, right? What's happening with the market today. So that's what we're going to be talking about. But first, okay, I want to talk about this topic, okay? And that is, where do I see Bitcoin, right? Where do I see Bitcoin in the next, at least 4 to 6 months from here? Right? What do I see Bitcoin going? Okay, because we know for the past few days now, okay, Bitcoin has absolutely been pumping. It's been like going crazy. Okay, and not just Bitcoin, but the entire cryptocurrency market. Obviously, majority of a lot of altcoins in the market have in fact been pumping for the past few days. Even today, right? We are still holding up pretty well. Okay, Bitcoin is still above $20,000. Okay, just under 21K. So still, Bitcoin is still looking really, really, really good, right? And Ethereum is still at $1,500. So Ethereum is still holding up pretty well as well. Same with a lot of altcoins. But today, guys, a lot of altcoins today, including Bitcoin, are in fact in the reds. Okay, so this is obviously going to happen, right? When we see crazy pumps like this, what we saw a couple days ago, with Bitcoin absolutely just skyrocketing, okay? We are obviously going to get a day where we are in fact going to be going back down. And that's that day, right? Today is that day where we are in fact slightly going back down, okay? It's not a major dip, obviously. We're still holding up pretty well, okay? But we are in fact slightly going back down. So yes, okay, you guys can clearly see that it is obviously a red day today. Yesterday, it was literally all greens. I couldn't see one single altcoin in the reds yesterday. It was literally all greens. It was absolutely amazing to see, okay? But today, okay, you guys can clearly see that majority of other altcoins are in fact having a slight drop. Not a crazy drop, but a slight drop today, but nothing too crazy, right? You guys can obviously clearly see, Ethereum dropping, 1%. If, Bitcoin's slightly dropping here, nothing too crazy at all. BNB is dropping over 2%. Okay, Cardano is dropping, 2%. So nothing too crazy today. Everything is still holding up pretty well. And some altcoins are still in the greens, right? We are still holding up pretty well. Majority of other altcoins, though, are in fact in the reds today. But guys, back to that topic, right? Where do I see Bitcoin, okay, in the next, I want to say 4 to 6 months from here, okay? Now, listen, guys, listen. A lot of people right now are in fact saying, okay, that this is literally the beginning of the next bull market. And I just want to say real quick, okay, and I just want to say, guys, like, this is obviously just coming from me. This is my own personal, okay, transparent prediction here, right? This is completely just my personal opinion on this, okay? But I'm telling us this right now, personally, I don't think this is the beginning of, the bull market for crypto, okay? It may sound crazy to say, okay, for a lot of you guys that are in fact watching this video right now, because we saw Bitcoin absolutely, skyrocket. Okay, you guys can obviously clearly see Bitcoin just pumped up like crazy, right? Like it just went parabolic, okay, for the past few days, okay? So guys, this is why I believe this is not the beginning, okay, of the next bull market. Okay, first of all, okay, let's talk about the economy, right? The economy right now is just not looking too good. So I don't think, okay, short term here, right, a couple months from now, I don't think Bitcoin is going to absolutely skyrocket when the economy is not looking too well, right? It's not looking too good, okay? The stock market is going to drop, okay? S&P 500, that's 100% going to drop even more, okay? It's going to go further down, which means Bitcoin is going to go further down with it, okay? And of course, the Bitcoin halving, right? The halving hasn't happened yet, right? I told you guys many times, once the Bitcoin halving does in fact happen, which is going to happen, next year in 2024, right? Once the halving for Bitcoin does in fact happen, we will in fact see Bitcoin absolutely, skyrocket, right? It's going to happen, guys. And not just Bitcoin, but altcoins are going to skyrocket as well once the halving does in fact happen, which is going to be next year in 2024. And that's why, guys, I personally think, okay, this is not the beginning of the next bull market, okay? The next bull market is going to happen sometime next year in 2024, even, the next year after that, right? 2025, right? So 2024 to 2025, I think personally that is when we will in fact see Bitcoin skyrocket. Okay, and of course not just Bitcoin but other altcoins. Okay, so yeah, you guys can see here that Bitcoin is obviously has in fact been pumping up. Okay, we saw in November, right? Bitcoin was in fact at about $21,000 and it dropped all the way down to pretty much just under 16K, so 15.9K. Okay, back in November last year, right? So literally right around the corner, a couple months ago. And we've just been consolidating ever since then, right? And Bitcoin was in fact stuck at $16,000. Okay. It was pretty, we saw Bitcoin stuck at 16K for a couple months. Okay, that's when it was like boring, right? During this time right here, guys, Bitcoin was in fact looking pretty boring. But then obviously just recently, Bitcoin has in fact been going back up, and you can obviously see a pattern here. Okay, we saw this drop. Bitcoin was pretty much consolidating right here, and then now it's bouncing back up. Okay, so you guys can obviously clearly see a pattern. But I'm telling you guys this right now, Bitcoin's going to drop. I reckon Bitcoin is still right going to reach, $14,000, $12,000, potentially even $10,000. Okay. Bitcoin is still going to hit those low price targets 100%. Okay. And like I said, this is obviously just my own personal opinion. This is just coming from me. I could be wrong, guys. Who realistically really knows where Bitcoin's going to be, right? A couple months from now. Okay. But I'm telling us this right now. Bitcoin will in fact drop further down. Okay, I reckon it's got to drop further down, and then who knows, Bitcoin could potentially go back up, right, to 24K, name it, 25K. Okay, but eventually it's just gonna keep going down, right? Eventually we will in fact see Bitcoin drop to $10,000, $12,000, maybe even $14,000, right? We will. It's going to happen, guys. Okay, for Bitcoin, I just have a feeling. Okay, so I'm telling you this right now. And I've been telling us this many times for the past few days, when everything was in fact pumping up, please do not FOMO in. I know for a fact when we see Bitcoin pumping, like what we saw yesterday, even the day before that, you guys want to buy. That is the time when you guys want to buy because it's pumping, right? I can't stress this enough, okay? I can't stress this enough. That is obviously not the time to buy. Who remembers, okay, if you guys have been watching my videos, who remembers when Bitcoin was absolutely dropping, right? It was dropping, okay? It was dropping to this was like a couple months ago, okay? Bitcoin, I think I bought some Bitcoin, okay? I invested like almost $20,000 around here, okay? When Bitcoin was in fact, it was right here, okay? So I invested about almost $20,000 into Bitcoin. I even made a video. You guys can definitely check it out. It's on my YouTube channel, and it's titled, I'm Going All In on Bitcoin. And on that day, Bitcoin was absolutely dropping. It was dropping. It was at about like $15,800. Okay. And it's where I circled at that time. And I literally invested 17.5, almost 20K into Bitcoin right on that day. And I filmed it. Okay. So check out that video. And obviously, if you guys just kept dollar cost averaging, around this time right here, okay, because I have, right, that's what I've been doing. If you guys just kept dollar cost averaging during this time when Bitcoin was in fact at 60K, when it was looking boring, you guys would have been up in profit right now, right? Because we know Bitcoin has obviously skyrocketed, right? You guys can obviously clearly see that, right? And I'm not even talking during this time. You guys should have already been, dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, right? Like just in general, you know what I mean? So personally, guys, I think Bitcoin's gonna drop further down. Okay, in the next 4 to 6 months, I see Bitcoin going back down, and I see Bitcoin going to $12,000 and $10,000, potentially even lower than 10K. Okay, I really do, guys. Right, I really do. I think this is in fact a bull trap. It really is in fact a bull trap. I just don't see how Bitcoin can keep skyrocketing up, guys. Right, and obviously the entire crypto space right now, there's just a lot of negative things going around. Okay, a lot of negative things going around it. So I just don't see how this is the beginning of the next bull market. But hey, I could be wrong here, but I am 100% sure that this is not the beginning of the next bull market, right? So be prepared, buckle up, because Bitcoin's going to go further down. And obviously I'm still buying some Bitcoin. I'm obviously dollar cost averaging, so I'm buying Bitcoin every week or so. Okay, I really am. But Okay, I'm saving most of my money, most of my liquid on the side, waiting patiently for Bitcoin to go back down to these low price targets that I just mentioned, which is 12K to 10K, maybe even lower than 10K, right? That's personally what I am doing. Okay, so guys, don't FOMO in. I hope you guys didn't FOMO in. Okay, and I reckon you guys did FOMO in. Okay, because for some reason, our human brains, okay, it's how it's operated. It's how it, I don't know what it is, but it's just how our brains operate, right? We like to buy things when it's going back up, when it's in the greens. But I told you guys many times, when we see dips, when it's crashing down, okay, when it's in the reds, okay, that is when, guys, you pretty much want to buy. When it's going up, when it's in the greens, that's pretty much when you want to take your profits, right? So that being said, guys, that's just my personal opinion, okay? But anyways, let me quickly go through the entire cryptocurrency market today, okay? Give you guys a little update on that before I end this video. So as I said, Bitcoin right now is still at $20,000, okay? Just under 21K, okay? It's still holding up pretty well, and it's down 0.41%, okay, for the past 24 hours. Ethereum is down 1% today, okay, still holding up pretty well. Like I said, it's at $1,500. So Ethereum is holding up really well today. BNB down 2%, okay. XRP down 2% as well. Same with Cardano and Dogecoin. Solana, okay, is actually still having a slight pump. It's up over 2%, almost 3%. Polygon having a slight drop today. Polkadot, okay, having a pump, okay, still, it's in the greens. It's still holding up really, really, really well for Polkadot. It's pumping 5% today for the past 24 hours. Shiba Inu is actually down 3%. Avalanche having a slight drop as well. Uniswap down over 2%. Cosmos down slightly. Same with Chainlink, okay. Ethereum Classic down 4%. Bitcoin Cash down 2%. So a lot of altcoins today are in fact in the reds. Okay, we are in fact having some slight drops, nothing too crazy. Okay, you guys can see Filecoin having a decent pump up. Okay, decent pump back up, which is 7%. Algorand 2%. Okay, VeChain having a slight drop, nothing too crazy though. Decentraland 2% pumping back up. Sandbox having a slight pump as well. Theta Network pumping 1%. Tezos 3%. Okay, Axie Infinity down 1%. So yeah, guys, a lot of altcoins today looks like, are in fact in the reds. If you guys haven't seen yesterday's video, definitely check it out. But in that video, like yesterday, even if you just looked at the market right yourself, we were literally all in the greens. There was literally no reds. I couldn't see a single crypto coin that was in fact in, the reds yesterday. It was literally all greens. That's all I could see. It was amazing to see, guys, right? But today it's different. Obviously, you guys can clearly see that at least the top 25 are all in, majority, not all of them, but majority of them are in fact in the reds. Okay, so we're obviously going to get days like this where we see dips because of how much it has pumped up for the past few days, right? This is obviously going to happen. Okay, so that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not yet already. I really would appreciate that. And of course, I will in fact keep you guys updated on what's going to happen with Bitcoin in the next few days. But yes, I think for Bitcoin in the next at least 4 to 6 months from now, right, short term, okay, this year in 2023, it's going to drop further down. I see it dropping to 12K to 10K. It's still in place. I still see that happening for Bitcoin. Okay, I really do. Call me crazy, but this is just my own personal opinion. Okay, I don't think this is the beginning of the next bull market. But you guys let me know your personal thoughts in the comments down below, right? Be 100 with me. Be 100% transparent, okay? Let me know in the comments down below what are your personal thoughts and predictions for Bitcoin in the next, I want to say 4 to 6 months from here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And on that, I'll go ahead and end this video here, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.